Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've been doing a lot of thinking on the whole YouTube thing and that, and this channel has been such a mass of confusion. And with my recent foray into getting back into the music and recording my own originals, I've decided to start a separate channel to just put my music videos on. The algorithm gets completely messed up when I'm showing vlogs of fishing and then Thailand, and I'm all over the place already, so the channel is confusing enough for YouTube. I guess what the main reason is I'm going to start uploading these songs and distributing them like on Spotify and whatnot, and then to do that, YouTube needs an actual channel dedicated to the music to add it to the YouTube music section. So anyways, I'm asking everybody to go over and subscribe, of course, if you like my music or even a little bit, because that's where I'm going to start putting it. I won't be putting them up on this channel anymore. So I'm kindly asking you all, I'll put a link down in the description, and if you just want to go over, I'm just starting to put up new songs and stuff that you've already seen there, but the newer stuff that I'm coming out with, I've got a bunch more tracks I'm working on, and yeah, so it's going good. It's going good. I want to give you a little tour of my studio so you guys can see what goes on, how I'm doing it. It's not this isn't how to record digitally or how to record at all, because I'm really just learning, and you don't want to learn from me. So I'm learning from everybody else, but I just wanted to show my little setup, what I've got going on here, and let's have a look. Get this phone out of this case. So this is my little amp setup here. I don't remember the names of stuff, guys. I'm not a model and name guy. I know it is like it's a Fender Mustang. Nice little amp. It's got a bunch of built-in effects and stuff like that. And I've had it for years and just starting to learn how to use it. I got another guitar amp here, this little orange micro. And this thing just is awesome. Blow you right out of this little room. And my little bass amp back there in the corner. It's a Rumble. I've got a Telecaster, Fender Telecaster, that I've had since around 1985. I think I bought this guy in 85. I also bought this guitar here, this Ovation, brand new in 1985, 84, something like that. My bass guitar, Fender Precision, American made. It's a beast, and I love this thing. I'm originally a bass player, and my first instrument I ever owned was this thing here. Is a Ibanez Rickenbacker copy. Interesting, because Rickenbacker sued them and they had to discontinue. Ibanez is quite a famous guitar brand now. That there is probably around 1979, 1980. I'm guessing it's when I bought it used. I would say around 1981. So, and then the other old junker back there that just looks good in the stand. It fills the hole. I got a couple more guitars I want to buy. I've got this mic stand. This is my microphone. This Shure something or other. You see everybody using it on all the videos, and it's a really good vocal mic. This is a little vocal booth. It's where all the screaming comes. And I've got these Kali audio monitors, which are fantastic little monitors. Perfect for this little room, little 6-inch speakers, and these are meant for recording studios. So I did make quite an investment, around 500 bucks, I guess, for those. My powerhouse is my new Mac Pro, and then I can split the screen. I can put my mixer up here, and this is sort of the recording where the tracks get laid down in here, and all the mixing is done up on here, where I add all the effects and plugins and whatnot. So I have a little keyboard rack here, the Novation Mini Nova synthesizer. Now, I want to explain, a lot of this stuff is going to come to Thailand with me. I can fit this in a suitcase. The laptop, these expensive microphones are coming with me. The speakers, I'm afraid not, but a lot of the core stuff, this especially, I'm using this Scarlett 4-channel interface here, and just so everyone knows, that I'm using a Logic Pro on Apple. Logic Pro is the DAW, they call it the Digital Audio Workspace, and that's actually just the computer program that you record everything onto, and that is through Apple. And I love it so far. They've got a lot of instruments in there, and I'm really loving this so far. I can really expand. This keyboard here doesn't work. It's an Akai MIDI controller that I bought, and then when I upgraded to this laptop, they haven't upgraded the software to work. So it's kind of just collecting dust, and I've got it for sale. It's too big to go to Thailand anyways. So I replaced it with this Arturia, and this is a little MIDI keyboard controller. I put all the strings and horns, some pianos. I can do all kinds of just small stuff. I'm not a great keyboardist anyways, but I'm able to put everything digitally into the software with this, and it'll fit right in a backpack. So essentially I can bring, this is also a drum machine. Everything you need is in here, here, and here. This is essentially what you need with a microphone, and you're set to record. Of course, me being an old style musician, I've got the guitars and stuff like that to go with. And I've got some fancy LED lights around the studio, and that makes it sound much, much better if you don't have LED lights. Oh, and the salt lamp, also key for solid sound in the studio. And I bought all these cheap pads, around $90. I got the whole stack of them, and then put them on the cardboard and mounted them on the walls. And these little mini bass traps, they probably don't do anything, but it does help in here. I've got the window covered with an old sleeping bag, and you can actually tell there's a huge difference in the sound quality, and everything is Kurt Cobain approved. And of course, the King, John Lennon. They are overseeing the entire operation. So I just wanted to show off my headphones here. So these are called open back headphones. You can see the grill in them. So when you put them on, you can hear everything around you if somebody's talking or anything. So they're made for mixing in a real quiet place. And then when I'm recording, I got these, my friend Oren, who plays on some of my tracks, plays guitar. He recommended these to me. He is a headphone aficionado, and man, he was right on the money. And these things, look at how cool they look. They have the wooden frame around them, and they've just fantastic. And they came from Slovenia. I ordered them directly from the company, and expensive, but should be plenty of years use of. Well, thanks, Oren. Appreciate it, bud, for the recommendation. So that's it. These are Sennheiser HD 600s, and they were roughly around, both sets, $400 or $500 for the headphones. So each set. So that's my little studio. I'm spending like 5, 6, 7 hours a day in here, just depending on how I feel. I started using these little AirPods because I can move away from the camera, and you still hear me nice and clear. I can come in close, and everybody's using these now, and it just helps with the sound tremendously. So people were asking about my health. I wanted to just address that real quick. I'm still down. I'm at 156 pounds from 186. So I've lost 30 pounds and kept it off with my diet, exercising. I'm doing around 75 push-ups a day, over 3 sets. Feeling great, and yeah, so all I can say, guys, if you're overweight, you got to suffer to get rid of it. If anyone's asking you, how did I lose weight? I did it by suffering. I had to cut out all the things that I love, sugar and the sweets and the carbs. Those things are making you fat if you're fat, and that's what I learned in this process. My doctor, when I went to see him, he said, just cut out the extra sugar. When I tested high for the blood sugar, it can't be the only way to reverse a diabetic, what do they call it, diagnosis. So I did the research, and I went on the carb crash, and I've really down, you know, like they said, most people are around 200 carbs a day just for average, like an average consumption they consider. And I'm around 100 or less, and I'm keeping it that. It's just the way of eating. So the potatoes, you know, I still eat potatoes, but I eat about a quarter of the amount that I used to eat You know, I love potatoes, mashed potatoes and gravy or French fries, all that stuff. I've just cut down to a quarter of a serving. So the little mini potatoes, I might have 2 now instead of 6 or 7 of them. So that's how I've done it, and that's how I'm keeping it off. A little bit of exercise, walking, and whatnot. So I appreciate everybody who's reached out and asked me how my health has been. And like I said, I feel great, except all my pants are falling off, and I'm going to have to get somebody to take my clothes in. As far as Thailand goes, Tik and I still talk every day, sometimes twice a day, usually twice a day, because we're 12 hours apart from each other. I call her before she goes to bed. She calls me before I go to bed. It's one of those kind of things. And so every 12 hours we're video chatting, staying in touch. And it's just sad. We're well over a year. We're, I think, 13 months now that we haven't seen each other. And that's everybody's in the same boat. So I'm hoping that common sense will prevail here, and things can get opened up, because we just cannot stay locked down forever. And so that's it, guys. That's the end of this video. I didn't want to make a big long rambling video. Come on over to the other channel. It's just called Glenn Robertson, and please subscribe. I won't make any money till I get 1,000 subscribers, and I have that many. So it's a bit of a climb to get there, but I do appreciate you coming over and checking it out, saying hello, and over there, and we'll see how it goes. If I can I'd like to get a nice catalog of my music just on one channel, nothing else, just the music. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you again on this channel. I'll see you over on the other one. Okay, take care.